Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here in the One Hub Let's Play Speed Build series. A little earlier than expected. Yes, we wouldn't normally have a new video for this series release quite so soon after the previous one, but the last episode did end on something. Would it be so bold as to call it a cliffhanger, or maybe just an unfinished story? Yes, indeed. We created in the last episode a rather, I called it madcap or crazy, I don't know, but it made sense. This new freight route, taking crude oil, turning it into a different type of oil, to turn that into plastics, just down here. A little bit of a very local industrial setup there. And then hoiking that's a real word, honest, hoiking all that plastic out here to a manufactory out there, which was bringing in logs and planks from totally the opposite side of the map, and together they would create the yellow goodness that is boxes of yellow goods. Yes, it really is quite fabulous, but that was all we did. There was no end delivery for those goods in the last episode, so this is actually going to do nothing whatsoever. So it's pointless getting the trains on the routes, because they won't push anything. They won't push. They don't tend to push. Actually, trains can push. My trains tend not to, though. They tend to pull. They'll be pulling no goods from anywhere to anywhere because nobody's asking for the goods coming out of this factory. So today's episode is kind of the conclusion, hopefully, of this bit, in that we're going to start shipping the goods to the towns. And the reason for starting all this, of course, was these towns over on this side of the map. We're getting no cargo whatsoever, so we're going to start delivering at least goods to them. And then I was looking at this just before I sort of turned on the recorder, and I thought, I wonder if that would work. Do you come up with these really silly, strange, I wonder if that will work kind of ideas in your head? I do sometimes, and I did just now. And yeah, there's another train route I'm going to put in here. I think it'll work. What it does and how it actually affects my freight network, because it could open up a whole panoply. Another funky word. I think panoply is a real word. I think it means what I think it means. Does that even make sense? It could open up a whole cluster of new options, new goods being delivered. So I think it's definitely worth a shot. Now, before we get into that, because all that will be done in the speed build, a couple of little things we like to do, of course, before we head off and do that. You may recall one of the first things we did in the last episode was we put some bigger trains on this steel production route here. So our coal train, shall I call him Robbie? Oh, you know what, I will. I'm going to call him Robbie. Robbie Coal Train. That just occurred to me. Mad, isn't it? I'm sorry. I am honestly not on anything tonight. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just having fun. Yeah, so Robbie Coltrane, stupid boy. Robbie Coltrane there is pulling coal from there, and you see there's lots waiting, and we've got another train here. I can't think of a silly name for him, pulling iron ore up here into the steel plant. It's not quite producing enough steel though, because my steel trains are going around about 30% full, so they're not really making any money at the moment. But I did notice it's going to take a while to get these stocks down, so I think, even though I did update the trains in the last episode, I'm going to update them again. Boulder, and even that one's not even changed over yet. Okay. Oh, what would happen if I replace that with another train already? I don't know. I'm going to try it though. That's the SD70 Mac. These platforms are 320 metres long. These trains are only, well, this one is because it's a slightly different train from the iron ore one. It's only 143, so we can stick a load more wagons on the end of it, which is what what I'm here to do. I'd like to change that to 75 for no particularly good reason. We're going to add, so that's a 70 Mac, isn't it? Stick another one of those on the front because we want it to actually achieve some sort of speed. as it goes up, because these are very steep inclines up to the top of this. There's a mesa, isn't it? I think the flat-topped hills, I think, are called mesa in this environment. It's a diesel, and it's an SD70 Max. It down here. It's not one of you. Don't tell me we've run out of production. I didn't think it was that far up. Come on, it's a CSX. It's a nice dark blue kind of colour. Aha, there we are. Yep, that's the one. So we'll stick another one. Fortunately, it sticks you right. We'll get rid of all these wagons, shall we? They're the 66 foot. That's 10 of them. Right, so we've got 2 locos, and we're going to stick more of those 66 foot gondolas on there. And stick more than 10. Ooh, that loco is quite long. Is it 382 yards? I'd rather it wasn't that. That's weird, isn't it? How it suddenly stretches in length. But oh no, 15 is a nice round number. It's too long for the stations, and I usually worry about that for no good reason apart from the fact that it just looks a little ugly. But I don't care. So we're going to replace you with that. And where's my iron ore train? Is that you there? It is. Now you have changed over. As you can see, they are making a lot of money now. They're carrying more wagons. I think it was about 5 or 6, wasn't it, previously? But now it's a lot more. But we do want another one of those wagons on there, locos on there. It's the same one, but you're a different gondola because the 66 foot, as we discovered, doesn't carry iron ore. Very frustrating. You're right down the bottom here somewhere. It's that one. Yep. Add you. Get rid of your ordinary gondolas. No, it's not you at all. It's a different train. Oh, you're the 80. Ah, you idiot. Honestly. There you go. That's a 70. And we want just the ordinary gondolas, wherever they are. I don't know what this 19 to 21 means. They go 90. They're never going to go that fast. Well, actually, those go that fast. Ooh, we could use a different type of. We've got different. When did these turn up? From 2002. They've been there all the time. I was just ignoring them, obviously. They are a CSX loco, so we might as well use these. Okay. 15 on there. How long does that make the train? 3 to 5. Obviously a lot shorter, these wagons, than the gondolas. Perhaps I should have used those gondolas rather than the 66 foot ones. Oh, they're cheaper. Yeah, horses for courses. Half dozen of one, 6 of the other. Right, let's replace you now then. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to hand over now. That's all I wanted to do. So, what I'm going to do to start with, because I like the idea, I'm going to be using trucks to deliver the goods initially to these towns out here. That may well change, because as you can see, some of these routes are quite long. But yeah, I want to see how trucks work. I quite like having big truck routes in, and that's what a lot of businesses use. They do truck goods all over the States, in particular, and indeed in the UK. Though the UK doesn't usually have a monument valley quite like this. It's not really a UK landscape. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me again today. Hope you enjoyed this, the rest of the video, in particular the speed build section. If you do, it would be great if you just click on the like button. That'd be very much appreciated. But even better if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, criticisms, anything to say at all about the video, just drop a note on the comments, in the comments below. That would be very welcome indeed. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other let's play serious. But from me, Ajaxpost, enjoy the rest of the video. I'll see you again soon, but until then, bye bye for now.
Bye.